Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle Ferguson and I'm the crochet pattern designer of Two Brothers Blankets. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do the stitch pattern for the First Cuppa Vest. This is a super simple, very beginner crochet vest. It's just made with two long panels that are sewn together down the middle and up the sides to create some sleeves. Very simple, very beginner. You're going to be using double crochet stitches and V-stitches. And that's it. It's so simple. For this project, you're going to need some sport weight yarn. I recommend like a cotton blend. For mine, I used We Crochet's Shine Sport. It's really nice and shiny and lightweight. And then you're going to need a crochet hook to meet gauge. I'm using an F3.75 millimeter crochet hook. This is a Furl Streamline Wood hook. And I'll link the yarn and the hook in the description. You're also going to need your scissors, your measuring tape, and your yarn needle for weaving in ends. Alright, for this stitch pattern, we need to work a starting chain in a multiple of 4 plus 2. So I'm going to chain 22 to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, I've got 22 chains. I like to work in the back bump of my chain, so I'm going to turn my chain around. In the first row, we are going to do a double crochet in the third chain from our hook. So here's my second chain from my hook. Here's my third. I'm going to do one double crochet in the third chain from my hook and in each chain across. And I should have 20 double crochet when we get to the end. All right, I have 20 double crochet for row 1. Now for row 2, I'm going to do a long chain. This is not going to count as a stitch. I'm going to pull up a loop about the height of a double crochet and chain 1. And I'm going to do 1 double crochet in the first stitch and in each stitch across. So I'll have 20 double crochet again. All right, here is row 2, another 20 double crochet. Now for row 3, what we're going to do to start, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. That is going to count as our first double crochet stitch. So that is 1 double crochet, and that's going to be the first stitch right here. Now we're ready to move on. It says to skip the next, so not this very first one, this is our first stitch. Skip the next and do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next stitch. So essentially a V-stitch. And then it says to skip 1 and do a double crochet in the next. Just 1 double crochet. And then we're going to skip the next and do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next. And it says to repeat that sequence across to the last stitch. So I'm going to skip 1, double crochet in the next, skip 1, V-stitch in the next, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip 1 double, skip 1, V-stitch. Skip 1 double, skip 1 V-stitch. And then we have 1 last stitch at the end, and I'm going to do 1 double crochet in the last stitch. So now I should have 16 double crochet. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've got my 16 stitches, and that is row 3. Now for row 4, we're going to chain 3, and that is going to count as our first stitch. And then it says to double crochet in the same stitch. So we're going to be working into that first stitch right there, right next to the chain 3, and do 1 double crochet. And then it says to skip the next stitch. So our next stitch is the first double crochet of the V-stitch we did in row 3. It says to skip that and to double crochet into the chain 1 space. So I'm just working around that chain 1 space in the V-stitch between the 2 double crochet. And then it says to skip 1, so that's going to be our last double crochet of the V-stitch, and to do a V-stitch, a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next stitch. So I'm working my V-stitch in the standalone double crochet from row 3 and my standalone double crochet into the chain 1 space of the V-stitch. So I'm going to repeat that across. So I'm doing 1 double crochet in the chain 1 space and then a V-stitch in the double crochet. Double crochet and a V-stitch. Just make sure you're working into the correct stitches. You're working your V-stitch into that standalone one, not one of the double crochets from the V-stitches. All right, we're down to the last chain space, and we're going to skip the next stitch. So repeat across to the last 2 stitches. So the last 2 would be this double crochet from the V-stitch and our starting chain 3. So we're going to skip that double crochet from the V-stitch, and we're going to work a double crochet into the top of the chain 3, starting chain 3. And so we should still have 16 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that is row 4. And now we're ready for row 5, which is a long chain again. And it does not count as a stitch. And we're going to do 1 double crochet in the first. And then it says to double crochet in each double crochet and chain space across. So we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next, and then 1 double crochet in the next, and then we're at a chain space, and we're going to do a double crochet around our chain space, and then work into each double crochet stitch, and we're just working all the way across, all double crochet in each stitch and chain space across. So I should be back to 20 stitches, 20 double crochet when I get to the end. All right, and don't forget that chain 3 counts as a stitch, so we'll work our last one into the top of the chain 3 space. So let's double check our stitch count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we're back to 20. And this is the repeat. So from here on out, as you get wider, you're going to repeat rows 2 through 5 until it tells you to stop for your panels, depending on what size you're doing. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lay it vertically like so, and you're going to fold it in half. You'll sew you'll lay them next to each other, and you'll sew to a certain point at the middle, which will be the back of the vest, and then you'll fold it over like so, and sew on the outsides to create the armholes up at the top. So you'll sew to a certain point, and then the pattern will tell you where to sew to, and you'll do that on each side to create your armholes, and that will create the vest for you. So very simple stitch pattern, and then just a little sewing at the end. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.